Okay, I was gonna do a little mini tour of my terrible garbage spaghetti factory in my modded world before I rip it all up, because I finally got construction bots so I can make it good. I guess this is my first time making a proper starter base, because I normally just kind of keep building around all the spaghetti, and it ends up being very bad. Although in vanilla, I plan things out better since I kind of know how the game works, whereas in this, I'm using a lot of mods that I'm not familiar with. Anyway, first though, we got. Actually, I might make like a mod list. Here you go. Here's a list of mods you can, I don't know, pause and see, I guess. I might, you can't really make mod packs on Factorio. Bit annoying, but well. Anyway, a bunch of random cool stuff. So, I've been testing a lot of things for a multiplayer playthrough, and I figured I could just settle on this one and actually play this because I finally got like a goodish idea of what I want the pack to be. Yeah, so first we got this rainbow ore, which is cool, and I can convert that into all the other ores because why would you want game balance? That's cringe. So you can convert it into all the ores. It's like 5 ore for each thing. It would be nice if we could customize these a bit more, but oh well. I did suggest it though, so hopefully my dev will add it. And so it's really nice. I've got that powering some stuff from military science because I couldn't be bothered to try and bust everything over here because it's all terrible, as you can see. Anyway, yeah, so this guy gets all the components for military science. It kind of converts them all into military science down here. I got this one gigantic system for one single science type because I am ultra efficient. It's also got a couple other things running. I think like, yeah, it's got this little system. Oh, this is part of the military science. Yeah, and so, that's right. It also supplements inserters for the logistics science. It's actually the first thing I made. It's just this small inserter setup. So it's like everything around here and upwards is for inserters, and then that gets converted into inserters because this factory wasn't keeping up with the amount I needed for the logistics science. Because this guy's got like a basic circuit condition of give me circuit or give me inserters, and then any extra inserters can be turned into science. And it didn't work quite as well as I thought. It did work great for these transport belts though, because you make like a gajillion. I love that. It's quite nice I make so many for one assembler. It's good. And I've also got the automation science, which was very bad. I had to move it like 15 times. And actually, I also made blueprints of my old starter bases. This one is when I was like I was like on the brink of being attacked, so I just wanted to quickly get some basic science setup so I could research military stuff. And I forgot to place down all the machines again, but oh well. And then this is like my version 2 before, just as I started to get the rainbow ore and solar panels. I got the version 3, which was a bit before this. And got now version 4 where I've got, this was before oil processing, and this is oil processing, so I figured I'd make a blueprint of my entire base. Mainly because if something got destroyed, I could put down a blueprint and easily replace it all. Because that's like one of my main points of the game, is that when something gets destroyed, it doesn't make a ghost by default. You have to get the construction bot research, and it makes it really frustrating to repair your base. It's very annoying, and I hate it so much. So that's why I try to rush bots, because they're so weak. Oh yeah, also I forgot to wall off this area, great. Yeah, and so I've got a good amount of stuff. It's so bad, but we'll get there when we get there. For now though, I've got the automation science going to my little lab setup. It's got 16 labs. I've actually got one for, I need to organize this. This is stuff from like years ago and some newer stuff I made. It's very chaotic. Anyway, my 24 lab setup, this is one of my oldest blueprints, I think. I made this like, I'm gonna say back when I think it was back when science was overhauled to the current system, because before you had alien science. So it's a pretty ancient blueprint, and I got this starter one I made recently, because why would I rebuild the same thing from memory when I could just blueprint it, you know? Good thing about blueprints is that the good thing about blueprints is that you can use them whenever. You just got to build things manually, which is a bit annoying. And I also got, this is one I made, I'm gonna say a week or two ago. I just had way too many labs and beacons. I think I'll never get past like 30-ish labs actually running because I'm bad at the game. But, oh well. So yeah, I made this half-scale one for that reason, and then a double-scale one because in my multiplayer world, my friend made way too many labs. Like we had, I think, 30, we had like, I think 30 or 60. And then he, instead of, and they got taken by the bots because we refactored our base, so all the bots destroyed them all, deconstructed them all, put them to the storage chest, and then instead of checking the storage chest, he's like, oh yeah, I'll just craft more labs. So we were stuck with a ton more labs, and I was like, okay, fine then, I guess I'll put them all down, why not? And so I got that. And then later, I made this great tallable version, which I love, because this main part is a tallable one. You could just slap down however many modules, you can slap down however many versions of this you want, and it's good. And I've also got one for space science, which just adds an extra belt. And yeah, so great. I gotta make the left side science input, but I have been lazy and haven't felt like it. Anyway, so going back to my modern world here, yeah, I got the logistics science going, and the military science. So I got my spaceship wreck. I like to keep this. It'd be nice if you could like convert it to like a little model you could put down, because, or like a little miniature you could place down, like a statue, because I really don't like how you get to like keep it intact. Because I mean, you could just destroy it, but I like to keep it intact because it's kind of fun. Especially if the replay decides to work, you can see it. In my experience though, I've never had replay work. It just like does not work, and I've got no clue why. Yeah, so I'm manually crafting everything because I'm bad at the game. But yeah, so I got this extended vanilla mod. I've got like all of them installed except logistics, because that one requires space age, and I don't have space age. Also, oh, this is going nowhere. That's where I got my extra. That's where I got my extra underground belt from. Yeah, so it requires space age, so I haven't got it installed. And I feel like it used to not, but I don't know. It seems like all the extra belt tier mods are like, oh yeah, we'll just add on to space age. And I'm like, okay, but where's the tier 4 belts for vanilla? I like those mods, they were nice. Oh well, it's what it is, yes. You got the system, very complicated. Well, it can be, like, the guy is inspired by mechanism, so you can go through, like, the 18 gajillion stages to refine ores into, like, 5x ore output. But I've got the very basic one, where it takes 5 iron ore, and it makes 10 dust. So you got, it's, dust. Yeah, the default one is 15 to 15, and I don't really get the point of that. I guess it's just, why not? Although, if you got productivity modules, it is a bit better, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like the guy did that, like, intentionally, to, like, balance it out more, or just as an oversight, or something like that. Yeah, and with this one, though, you get double ore, which is nice, because 1 dust can be smelted into 1 plate. So it's just batches of 15 at a time. It's 15 dusts to 15 plates. I think it'd be good if it did, like, 10 at a time or something, but it does make almost 1 plate per second, so good enough. Yeah, so I got that going, and also is used to make some steel. Got this advanced steel processing, so it gets dust and enriched coal to go and make steel dust, and that can smelt into steel. And I got my resource bus because I recently started using those, and they're nice. For like I've owned this game for like 10 years now, and so for the first, like, I'm gonna say 9.5 years of ownership, I just did not make resource buses. So I think I have some of my old saves somewhere, so if I do, I might need to remember that and how trash they were. But yeah, you live and you learn. It's point in Factorio games. Okay, so I got this guy. I'm making the coal. I also found there's like a recipe for grenades. It's good, so I got that going too. I like this refining mod so far. It's a bit annoying to set up, as you can see by my terrible spaghetti job, but it is kind of neat, and I do like it. I've also got even distribution. I absolutely love this mod, and it should be in vanilla, and I'm very salty that it's not in vanilla, because it's like one of the best mods I've made. I got there's like so many great quality of life mods that they should just shove into vanilla, and they have it, and it makes me sad. But well, I gotta suffer. I'm doomed. See, like, I wouldn't even mind just playing with the quality of life mods, but that disables Steam achievements, which is cringe, and I like having my Steam achievements, they're fun. Yeah, I've got to suffer with just regular click to put things in. Ugh, it's so trash. Anyway, yeah, so I got the steel. Oh yeah, the thing makes coal, makes steel, and this guy makes plates. Because I could just put plates up here, but I was like, it doesn't need that many plates, so I'll just make a separate one. Why not, right? Yeah, actually, straighten it out. There we go. I'm going to destroy it anyway, but now straight. Yeah, and then, yeah. And then I got, coal mining here. These are my starter ore patches. And I actually haven't gotten around to upgrading stuff. You might have seen now, but I've got these Mark II miners from Extended Vanilla. So by default, there's like 6 tiers, but I gave it, or I restricted it to just 3 tiers because I've got a couple other mods. I just installed this mining drone mod because I've also got the Tiberium mod, and so I figured I could be on brand. It's actually even an add-on that reskins them into the harvesters from one of the Command & Conquer games. I don't remember which one though, which is cool, but I wanted to test it out first. It looks like just a reclaimed player, which feels a bit odd. Like, why wouldn't it be like a construction drone or something? But well. Anyway, so yeah, I got that, and then I got the Mark II drill because I got the big mining drill. It's good. So this guy is kind of like the penultimate tier of drills in my little mod pack I've got set up. I can't change its stats, unfortunately, so I had to kind of balance around that. But I've got the Mark III, at least. There's also the Mark IV, which goes up to, I think it's like a 7x7 area, but I'll have to check. I might enable that again, but it depends. I think 3 is just a good number of tiers, honestly. Like, why go past that? And I think the Mark IV also uses production science, so it's a bit redundant, but yeah. This is cool though. I don't know how it compares to the vanilla mining drill because I don't own Space Age. Although I suppose I could just check real quick. Here you go. So the big mining drill, big mining drill has got 2.5 mining speed by default, so it's quite a bit less than this, and a 13 by 13 tile mining area. So yeah, this guy is like a bit of a weaker version, although I think this one came first because it's from AAI Industry, and so I guess he just like nerfed it a bit and made a standalone mod. But yeah, I do like the he's like, I noticed how a lot of mods that added extra tier stuff, if it was added in Space Age, it's kind of been abandoned, and it makes me sad inside because I liked having those. You know, it's like how Space Exploration is like the poor man's Space Age. I was actually going to play with that, but it's not ported yet, so I was like, okay, fine. Also, this actually has one more module slot. Yeah, there's 4 in vanilla versus 5 in this. So yeah. Anyway, I've also got the Omega drill somewhere. There you go. Yeah, Omega drill, which apparently it doesn't have a belt output anymore, and it makes me sad because I like the belt output. However, I guess this does make a bit more sense because you could probably use loaders on it. I'll have to test that. But yeah, because I noticed on the mod page it said that the guy removed the belt output, so you got to just use inserters now, which is cringe because that's not how drills work. But if I could just use loaders, it'd be nice. It's 500 pollution, that's insane. But yeah, so this guy's like the this is like the penultimate one, and then this is like the ultimate one you can get, and it's actually only slightly more expensive. It's 300 instead of 200 science, but it's way more expensive to craft. Yeah, so I got tested out. I just thought it'd be neat because I like to have different tiers of things and different alternatives. Like even with regular mining drills, you could like get the Mark 1s or like the Mark 2s because these guys are a bit more expensive and the upgrade recipe can only be made in assembly machines. But I don't know. So far, it's nice. Yeah. Enough about my mining drills for me happy. So I got the copper going here, and the coal, and just my copper bus, which goes to all the things. I also had like a genius idea of just making a little belt buffer. See, I could have solved the belt buffer mod, but that's only got I think 2 slots, 2 or 3 slots, whereas this has 16. And this way I can grab it myself. I can just grab a stack and keep it. But yeah, I like to only have, well, I'll have 5 stacks of copper, then fine. I usually have like 5 of each, because why not? I've also got like actually even distribution adds this too. So by default, it's got this default settings, and so I've added some of my own. I really wish you could like save these and use them across worlds. It's so annoying how I've got to do it manually every single time. But well, one guy suggested I could like blueprint combinators with the groups, so I might have to do that and see if it works. Yeah, so got my lab set up, which is bad, but it has a Tiberium science. I really like it when mods add science packs. It's neat. And I've also got my little stone mine here, and it gives me some walls. I've redone this guy like 18 gajillion times, but for now, it's good enough. Because that's how I roll. I make things good enough and hope it works. Yeah. Got some basic concrete, because it's not a real base until you get concrete. So I figured I could put some down real quick. And so I've done that. Not very well, because I've just got basic paths, but this is my starter base after all, right? See what I could add on to it and make it good, but nah. I think I'll just rebuild the whole thing. I never actually thought of that in the past, but I never claimed to be good at the game, so yeah, that's one of the things. So over here, I've got this little temporary oil processing setup, which is very garbage, but it uses its cool. I really like it when mods let you like changing stuff for any game, but especially in Factorio, I think it feels kind of Factorio to me. Although in my case, I'm also just lazy, because see, why would I bring all this stuff way over here when I could just convert Tiberium into everything I want? And so I got this little system that converts Tiberium into everything. So it converts it into this unstable isotope, which then gets turned into so I got this little setup. It converts it into the unstable isotope, which then gets, it's got a fuel value. Nice. I can just burn it. And that gets converted into the coal, iron, and copper that you need to get advanced circuits and oil processing to chemical science. I just wanted to get a basic chemical science setup so I can unlock bots and finally make things good. Because building stuff with bots is like infinitely easier than just anything else. Like here, I've got this actually got this like a modified version of my little temporary advanced circuit setup because I've got big brain, and when I first unlock something, I make like a small temporary setup so I can use resources to get it more gooder. Okay, so I can just pop this down, turn on my bots, and then it'll very slowly build all of it. Yeah, and I'm just gonna do that my whole base. I would like to get the speed though, but first I gotta research. Man, they're just so slow by default. It's tragic. It's like actually tragic. Give me speed. All right, 50. goodbye you. Give me. Alright. Yeah, so I also like how the first one just increases their speed by like 35%. Like even the devs know they're just pitifully slow by default. But yeah, so got this guy, and I've also got this little circuit set up, and I figured I could put these to a chest because, you know, why not? I can use left hand. Probably not a good idea back here, actually. Should just one stack. Yeah, so I got this set up, and I got my little flying machines, or my flying robot frames. I put in a stack of engines plus 2 extra, and I got 60 frames out of it, which is nice. Good conversion ratio, so I would cast the basic ones in my new base. Because I've actually also got this equidistant roboport blueprint, which is awesome, and I love it. So it will perfectly make them to where their logistics areas perfectly intersect. And then the middle pole is in the middle of both areas. That way I can make a nice even tile grid for my base, which is awesome, and I love it. And I've got different tiers. I think you don't really need more than the first one, but I'm going to have to check, I guess. And yeah, like I think the one flaw with this is that, yeah, actually I got to do power poles on these. Because like, the thing with power poles is that I can't make them all even, which is a bit annoying, but well. Yeah, so I got to tweak it because I think I could put them a bit wrong, but anyway, yeah, I got this all set up. It makes my engines and frames, and I've got this oil train. So I guess we can go to the oil area. And I've got, yeah, the Tiberium ammo. So this actually stacks to 200, whereas in vanilla they changed it to where most stacks are default back. The regular ammo now stacks to 100 in 2.0. Bit of a nerf, but it's understandable. 200 is quite a bit. And so, we got more science. Nice. And I got this Tiberium thing for research too. I've only gotten this basic one to just unlock the first couple of techs. I'm going to have to make a proper one, but that's for the new base. And I've got some marching mining drills. They're feeding this guy. And so, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's really garbage, but it works. And if it works, it's not garbage. And actually, oil processing, I think it's the last area. I also forgot to check. And my solar panels, I've got 18,000 and this awesome mod I found called Solar Productivity. So I've currently just got the first tier unlocked, which and this guy boosts their effect by 45%. I think it should be 50 because that's more even, but fine. Yeah, so I think in total you get it's like 45 plus 30 plus 15. Yeah, so if you just do the researches, you get like a 75% boost, or 90% boost, sorry. And if you do the first tier of this one, this is 105, yeah, because this is the endless one. Okay, so these three gives you like a 90% boost to your solar panel production. It'd be nice if it was 100% and then the endless after that, but well. Also, if I could disable endless research, because I personally just don't do endless research because I've only beaten the game once, like a couple weeks ago, so I don't bother with it, but well. It's too much work, you know. Like I beat the game, I could just be done. Okay, so I've got 288 solar panels that are making like 5 megawatts. It's good, and I've also got 50 accumulators. I can store 363 megajoules. It's good. I've also got these steam turbines. It's great. I've had to tweak this like 18,000 times. I've got too many designs for steam turbines. I've actually like a whole blueprint book of all these different things I made. Like these are from when I first played the game, I'm pretty sure. I've also got this one. I think I just found this on the blueprint website because there's no way I could design that myself. Same for this one. I have still yet to build this one because it has like a 2,000 solar panels. But hey, if you need that much, you can. It's also got the simple one. I'm pretty sure I designed this myself, but I could be wrong. Yeah, so it's got the one substation surrounded by panels and it's got some accumulators. I quite like it. It's nice. Although this one is better because it's bigger, but well. Yeah, and then I actually found that you can add like an extra layer of panels around this, but that prevents the ripple ports from connecting, so I removed it. But if you ever need more, you could just slap on some extras. And I've also got the nuclear one. This is when I say this is really, really old, because this is back before they nerfed the logistics system research, because now it needs utility science, whereas before it only needed chemical science. I am still mad about that change, even though it's been like 5 years or whatever. Yeah, so this guy just had the repressor chest for fuel, going to a passive chest for the empty ones, because I think when I first built it, I built it like away from my base to prevent nuclear meltdowns from happening, even though it like doesn't really happen. Okay, so I gotta like modify it to remove these walls, which I made this Mark II version. Okay, now this is also an old one because it's the same system there, and for some reason these aren't even. I don't know why. But then I also made a better one, yeah, the double reactor. So this is the one I made in my multiplayer world. It's got a good system, nice built-in system for. Okay, this splitter is actually wrong. Oh, no, it is. That's right, yeah, because these feed the machines. Yeah, so it's got a nice built-in factory for the nuclear fuel, and if you ever need more, you could just cut off this part, add more reactors. Same over here. And this guy is where the depleted cells go, that we can like put them onto a belt for the re-enrichment process or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of nice. It's a lot better in the multiplayer world because I've refined it a bit, but it's pretty good. I don't know. Yeah, getting that splitter working was a bit annoying, but oh well. And I've also got these two that I made in this world, where I've got the basic setup for medium poles and accumulators. I think it's about as many as you could fit around a medium pole, but you know, I could be wrong. I'm sure with quality it's better, but I don't have space age. But anyway, so basic power storage too, just 80 accumulators, because why not? And actually here. Yeah, and then I've got too many blueprints. And I've actually used my blueprints. I haven't used that many of my blueprints. I haven't used that many of my blueprints so far because it's a modded world, and I like to kind of just do stuff kind of on hand to try and learn about the mods. Yeah, so this guy is kind of bad. Actually, this whole field's only got. It had, I think, like 464. I've got to make a waypoint. Yeah, so it was at 464%, and now it's down to like 200 or 300 something. But it still gets a good amount of oil. I'm probably going to keep this for now and just reroute the train to wherever my new base is, probably down here somewhere. So I guess I could just probably like move this whole processing thing down here to make it a bit more gooder. That way I don't have to remove the train. Yeah, because see, why would I make pipes when I can use a train? Trains are so much better. Pipes are cringe. Also because I recently figured out how to do double lane trains finally. It took me way too long, so I've been like slapping that everywhere. Like in my multiplayer world, I've got like a nice double lane system. It's awesome. It's still probably not as good as it could be because I don't have proper intersections, but oh well. Yeah, I can also make like a chunk aligned version, but I just kind of forgot that chunks exist, and I don't feel like it right now. Basically, that's my multiplayer world, or that's my modded world. Sorry, it's it's not bad. Like I said, I've got a few things set up because I'm still kind of learning these mods. Modding changed a lot. The last time I played with mods, I'm gonna say was, I think in 0.17 or 0.18. So it was like a long time ago. And so I actually got like an archive of all those old mods somewhere. I think it's just like, because I keep backups of all my stuff, so I have it like in my Factorio backup folder. There you go, old Factorio mods. I've got a bunch of these ancient mods from forever ago, and a couple of them are duplicates. Oh yeah, wood gasification. Yeah, anyway, so I guess that's about it for my modded world. I'm going to remake my base and make it sort of somewhat good, and then I might make a second video going over how it's a bit better. But yeah, I also wanted to use this new ore crushing system, because you can get the different tiers, like advanced ore processing. See, I was bottlenecked by this because I didn't have chemical science, and now I've got it, but I need to make like a proper factory. And so I'm going to get this set up to where I can make even more ores, and I'm going to try and leave a lot more space, because I make like really compact factories and it ends up being terrible because then I have no space to run belts. As you can see here, I really just kind of slapped all this together, and everything's been redone a lot, but I can't really see it because I don't have the old save. I forgot to back it up. But yeah, so yeah, very janky and slapped together. Even like this one, I was gonna put these here, and then I realized that all this other stuff was in the way, so I just moved down this section because why not? But yeah, because see, annoyingly, belts, these guys cannot reach right here. It's one tile too much, and I hate it so much. But yeah, it's so irritating. It bothers me greatly. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably use my my fancy talable science. I think I'll just do like one section of each because why not? And I'm gonna probably make the left input side right now. I'm going to assume that the game blueprints like don't care if you made it in modded as long as it has vanilla stuff. But I guess we'll find out. At worst, I have to rebuild it. Yeah. This actually took me a lot to figure out. Like I could probably make a whole video going over this because I had to iterate multiple times. Where the first version had the long inserters like right here, so they would just try to grab from the substation, which meant that these two labs just didn't work at all. So I had to redo all of it and get the build ready. And then I figured I might also add beacons because why not? I always forget beacons exist because I normally don't open them or I normally don't unlock them. But yeah, and it's actually I forgot. Oh no. See, normally these have the fast belts actually, and I forgot to put them back. But yeah, I'll have to fix that. Because you could use express belts, but I had this kind of set up to where you could use it without unlocking production science stuff. That way you can slap it down for the future. Because one of the good things about blueprints is that you don't have to build all of it at once. You can just leave it there. It'll be fine. But yeah. Anyway, I gotta revise it a bit, and I might publish it afterwards, but I don't know. Anyway, so enough yapping. My base is bad because I'm bad with mods, but this Tiberium mod does seem cool. I played Grand Conquer a lot as a kid, and so it's cool to have like a mod dedicated to it. I do wish they had more stuff from CNC3 though, because that was my favorite, and they mostly have things from Tiberium Dawn, and I think Tiberium Sun, because those two were kind of similar. But yeah, it is cool though. And I actually got some mining drones because I was like, you know what? I should make it match. Why not? I could just plop this down and have it mine just the entire vein, you know? Yeah. So, it's bad. I gotta rebuild stuff now. So I guess I'll go do that. Very slowly and painfully, but yeah. Thanks for watching. Make a better base, and then you can show me how I'm bad at the game. I don't know.